So in GTA 6, Rockstar is making everything else bigger, obviously, because it's going to be GTA 6. It's going to be the highest level production Rockstar game we have ever seen by far. And from the leaks from last October, we already have a lot of info on the little mini games and little events we have in GTA 6. And I want to touch on one of the biggest ones, one of the main new features being added in GTA 6, and that's robberies, little mini game robberies you can do pretty much whenever you want. And there's actually a lot that's going into this. So let's start off with the basics. We don't know how you enable this. We don't know what you have to do. We don't know if it's a mini game or you can do this whenever you want in free mode. But this is a robbery. So you go into any store you want, you start up a robbery. Maybe you have to go through the interaction menu, or you just pull out a weapon inside the store and it starts it automatically. We don't know yet. All we have is this beta gameplay we're looking at. But one of the first videos, we see Jason, one of our main characters in GTA 6, walking into a pawn shop. And then it appears that he activates some kind of ability. So you know in GTA 5, all the three main characters have one special ability. In Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur has his ability of Deadeye. So this isn't a new thing for the GTA series, so we can't expect new abilities, maybe even more than one for GTA 6. Maybe Jason has not only one, but maybe he has three that we can level up each time we do each activity. So we see Jason enable some kind of scouting special ability. You can see in the gameplay some valuables light up and glow with some sort of light. And I'm assuming you could break the glass and take those valuables. That is why they're lighting up. Maybe when the game releases, it'll be more clear. Like maybe it won't just glow, it will actually show the price. But this is the basics we're looking at. This is the basics we have right now before anything really official, even though this is official, before anything Rockstar comes out with is announced. So we have this pawn shop that looks like it's in free mode. We could just walk straight into, and we have a special ability to decide what we want to take and what's valuable or not, and it lights up and glows. So we do see a tiny bit of this in GTA 5. We could walk into any gas station we want and rob it just by pointing a gun at the cashier. But this is taking a little bit further than that. There's actually a full-on feature in the game. Maybe even a mini game about it. But that doesn't stop there. So we have a lot more in-depth features with robberies. So in some of the clips you see, there are CCTV cameras that you have to evade or even take out, and you can scout out the location before you start the robbery. So this is brand new to GTA 6, at least for the beta or whatever stage the game is in right now. So during the robberies, during the scouting special ability we have, you can see the CCTV cameras recording you. We don't know how you find these. I'm assuming you would scout it out before starting the robbery. So if this is maybe a mission, you go scout it out before and tag all the CCTV cameras. This is actually a major feature in Thief Simulator. So that game, even though it's kind of silly and kind of funny, it goes really in depth on the thief simulating part of it. So Rockstar looks to be implementing some sort of more in-depth gameplay features for robberies and thief simulating. So walking into the store, you have the CCTV cameras showing up on your display. So you could see if they're recording you, if they see you, or wherever they are, wherever you scouted them at. So that gives you the possibility of being caught on camera, and maybe you have a timed wanted level on you for being caught on camera, or maybe it just enables cops to come. That's probably what I'm thinking. If you get caught for 10 seconds on one of the cameras, the cops show up. That's probably what Rockstar is going to do. Maybe there is maybe going to be like a little bounty, like watch out, this guy Jason is wanted for robbing this store, caught on CCTV. And maybe it even shows up on the TV in game. We know Rockstar is always big. They put so much time into the commercials and TV shows on TV. I'm expecting that to be a lot bigger part of GTA 6. Maybe even some news stories on TV about you being caught doing something sketchy. That'll be a really cool feature to see. But anyways, moving back to the actual robbery feature of GTA 6. We do have these CCTV cameras that can capture you and that you could most likely scout out before the robbery starts so you know what areas to avoid or what cameras you need to take out before you start the robbery. Looking at Thief Simulator, we could actually see this very good. You scout out the cameras, it actually shows how much area the camera captures around you. So when you are inside, you want to avoid those little circles or whatever. Or maybe it's more realistic and you don't have that, you just have to avoid the cameras altogether, or you just take them out. So some really cool possibilities with this feature that's most likely going to be added because it looks pretty in-depth and pretty finished to me. So starting up the robbery, and one of the biggest things, it looks like robbery approaches are making a return to GTA 6. So you can scope out any place you want. So in one of these clips you see you're robbing an import garage, and it has a risk level. So the risk for this is 3, so we might have 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming 3 is one of the highest levels, maybe it goes up to 5. And it even has rewards, so it says the reward is 2. So that's probably average. You know, you get some money, you get some loot you could take home and sell maybe. So the first reward in the video is being a safe. Another one isn't known, and the risks being 3 hostiles hanging around the garage, and we see 1 shoot at Jason. So yeah, the risk 3, maybe meeting 3 NPCs, and maybe even more, like maybe cops show up faster for a level 3 risk. Again, this is very basic, but it looks very in-depth. So we're breaking into this import garage, we're robbing it, we have the CCTV cameras we have to avoid, but it looks like we're also going to be able to take them out, so you could do this by shooting at them maybe, but for the higher risk ones, like this one, there are monitors that could disable the security cameras mid-robbery. So you see on the debug menu, it says monitor on, and that doesn't appear in any other gameplay clip or picture in these leaked videos. So this is only appearing during the robbery, so the monitor, maybe it's in the back room or basement of the store. You have to go find it. It's not going to tell you where it's at. You have to go find it yourself, turn it off or destroy it, and it will turn off or delete all the CCTV recordings. So you don't get a wanted level, maybe you don't show up on TV, you're not wanted at all for this robbery, and you get away clean. This looks like it's going to be a major feature of GTA 6. So that's really the main features of the robbery, but we also have some other hints that could tell us what exact choices you have. So in the beginning scene, what I predict is the intro of the game. We see Lucia robbing this basic Waffle House store, and she has choices. She could be pragmatic, chaotic, pragmatic, cool. She has a lot of choices of what her personality wants to be during that robbery, and maybe that even impacts how the NPCs act or react, or how the cops react. So going into game files, you see we have pragmatic, chaotic, pragmatic, cool, one for each character probably, that is. So if you are robbing just, let's say, Waffle House in game, I think it's called Hank's Waffles in game, you could choose if you want to be chaotic or cool. I'm assuming one of the characters, probably Lucia, is going to be a little bit chaotic, and Jason will be probably the more chilled out one, basing it on the voice lines we have, with Jason saying, chill down, let's go, and Lucia being the crazy one. Now going back to a pawn shop in the game files, we see some locations. This doesn't really have to do with robbery, but we do have pawn shops that we see in a video clip. Here it is in the little display of the locations and in-game events. We have pawn shop 2 criminal, pawn shop 2 gang. That's probably in-game events you come across. Maybe someone else is robbing it, or a gang is robbing it, or maybe you are a part of the game, or you are the criminal robbing it. Maybe this is what that is. Probably 2 different locations, maybe even more. Maybe they didn't get all of them in for the beta or whatever gameplay we are seeing in these clips. We also have high cashiers, which is pretty funny. So if a cashier is high as these in-game events say they will be, maybe we could go in, maybe they'll be easier to rob. So that's pretty funny. Maybe if you do get a high cashier, in the rare chance it does happen, you can rob them. So we have the 24/7, which is already a restaurant in GTA 5. South Beach, we have 24/7 supermarket. Then we have Dale's Shopwell, and then we have a Quick Stop, which is probably a gas station. Then we have Uncle Jack's, which seems to be a restaurant. So all 5 of these possible easy getaway robberies we could do, or maybe it's just an in-game event, but I'm assuming these are for robberies because if robberies are going to be a big feature in GTA 6, you could go into any place you want. These will be features you have to look out for. If you see a high cashier, that's probably going to be a lower risk robbery. We also have some more robberies. We have a dealer robbery. This is also in the in-game events list, so maybe this is dealer robbing someone else or you robbing a dealer. We don't know yet. Then we have dealership theft, which is probably the one we're seeing in this clip. It's an import garage, which is the same, pretty much the same as a dealership. So maybe that's what we are seeing in the gameplay clip here. Well, not here in the video because I can't show you guys it, but the dealership theft, that is probably going to be a location we could go and rob and maybe steal some vehicles or just steal whatever's laying on the ground. Maybe some safes or whatever else that's inside. So we have a lot of info on this little gameplay feature of robberies in GTA 6. Probably gonna be making a huge return in GTA 6 because it looks like it's really thought out, really in depth with this robbery little mini game or feature in GTA 6. I'm gonna start making more videos like this going into the main features of the game. We did a lot about just regular like locations, vehicles, weapons, animals, real life locations, going to the real life locations. But these, looking at the mini games events inside of the game, it's going to be really fun to look at. And this one, probably the most in-depth we have right now. It's going to be probably a main part, assuming we start out GTA 6 with robbing a Waffle House. So as always, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. I'll pin some of your guys' comments. I'll respond to some of them discussing what this could possibly be and what this holds for GTA 6 because it will bring a lot of new gameplay to GTA 6. So if you got this far into a video, that probably means you liked it. So leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you guys in whatever video I make next.